What's up, mi gente? Yesy Smiles, aquí junto con Mundo Trap y Rebelde Radio. Y por primera vez, bienvenido a la familia. Jalil Lopez, un veterano de la industria. I'm loving your new single.
Thank you. So El Nuevo Sencillo, it's one of those comeback records that I had it there for a long time, and it was one of the records that I was like, damn, is this the right one to drop after the ones that I previously released? Because en la bachata I feel like yo tengo mi propio sonido,
Sí.
and I've done a lot of bachatas, but it was about the one that had the right sound to come back into the game and give my fans what they wanted and what they needed, and the Jalil that I am.
Of course. So, Yo Quiero el Amor, how would you describe this one being different from previous bachatas that you've done?
Okay, so Yo Quiero el Amor, yo la escribí, la producí, le hice los arreglos, todo. So that right there is different because, it was one of the first bachata records that I was able to produce, and just be free with it. Esta vez, like, estamos independientes, so las cosas las estamos haciendo nosotros mismos versus back when I was working with Bean Records. I didn't have any control of anything. It was just, here's the song.
Of course. So, hablando de eso, hablando de Pina Records, ¿cómo fue trabajar con Rafi? What was your experience working with Rafi Pina?
No, trabajar con Pina fue una experiencia bonita. I learned a lot from working with Rafi, man. One of my first shows, I sang in front of 18,000 people at el Choliseo, Puerto Rico. And what I learned from Rafi was, papi, hay que hacerlo. Olvídate, like, it don't matter how you feel, like, you got to do this. So, I just learned from him to be fearless. And if I knew what I know now, and if this Jalil was there at that time, it just would have been so different.
Yeah.
It would have been so different.
Like, with you saying that, what characteristics did you grow to learn from him that you now apply to your life and to your music today?
Que no te importe lo que la gente piense de ti. So, la primera vez que yo llego a Puerto Rico, voy para un ensayo y ahí está Zion Lennox, Rakim Kenway, Arcángel, De La Ghetto. Y es primera vez que yo voy para PR y primera vez que voy a cantar en un lugar. Y el lugar es el Choliseo de Puerto Rico.
Huge. Solo el Choliseo. That's huge, bro.
Yeah. So, obvio que en mi niñez y en my childhood, I listened to these guys sing. I listened to Rakim Kenway, I listened to all these guys, these reggaeton records. And now I'm going to go see them. But I have to rehearse, so I can't be fanning, right?
Yeah.
I gotta go rehearse. So, for Rafi, it's normal, right? Because these are his artists. For me, it's like,
you're like starstruck.
Right. So, Rafi's like, oh, dale, mira, llegó Jalil, dale el micrófono, dale, ustedes muévense porque you guys already rehearsed y todavía no, dale, Jalil, métele. And I'm like,
wait.
Hold
up, I got you. Hold up.
Yeah.
Is this real life right now?
So for him, it was like, it wasn't a big deal. And it was like, dale, bro, ponle la canción de Jalil ahí, pum, Princesa Mía comes on. And en ese momento, I had to switch off being a fan and go into artist mode.
Yeah.
And that was, forget about who's there. Hay que cantar y hay que hacer el ensayo. And so what I learned from Rafi was forget about your surroundings. Nobody's there. When it's time to work, it's time to work. And that's it. And, it was when I started singing, what I like about the guys is that when I started singing, I was nervous and you could hear it a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was like, nobody was looking at you like, it was like, oh, papi, mira, espérate, para la música. En vez de hacer esto, haz esto, bro. Y después en esta parte, so, desde el principio, it was like love,
Yeah, constructive criticism. That is super
very
important.
very constructive, and they took me in like a little brother, and to this day the relationship stands strong, and with everybody, I'm still cool with everybody. There's nobody that I got problems with, I'm still cool with everybody. Obviously I can't talk to Rafi because of his circumstances, but that's still my guy too, he told me, yo, cuando tú vengas a Puerto Rico y quieras montarte en el bote, me dejas saber, like, I got a message from him that said that, my last message from him, so
No, y
that's what I learned from him though, just be fearless.
cuando él salga, you hit him up, Rafi, vamos para el bote, Jessie Smiles de Mundo Trap también va invitada y vamos a hacer un video todo y celebrar your freedom.
Yeah, cuando él salga, I gotta say hi whenever I can, because everybody's gonna be reaching out to him.
For sure, for sure. Mira, en esa primera etapa de tu carrera, it sounds like it was something very beautiful, aprendiste mucho. En esta etapa que estás ahora, una etapa nueva, ¿qué vas a hacer diferente que hiciste en esa primera etapa cuando empezaste a cantar?
Los tiempos de ahora son diferentes, porque
Way different.
cuando yo salí, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, todas estas cosas no estaban.
Yeah.
Teníamos YouTube y no había mucha competencia, right? Because now I don't know how many songs come out a week on YouTube, right? It's thousands.
Yeah.
So en este mundo de ser artista ahora es ¿qué va a ser diferente para que la gente, so that they can notice you? So this time around, content is king. We've been putting out a lot of content, because no matter how you look at it, we're competing. So what's to be done different here? Como un artista, uno se puede perder si uno empieza a compararse con la gente.
Absolutely.
Right? Y se puede perder porque hay muchos artistas que están saliendo y hizo esto. So now I'm focused. I got tunnel vision. No me importa lo que están haciendo allá, yo estoy aquí. Y lo que estoy haciendo diferente es eso. Just minding my business, and I'm trying to get with the program of what the music industry is today and the changes that it's going through, so that we could change with it.
Of course. No, and that's absolutely the right way to go, because everything has changed so much. It's crazy. En esa etapa que estuviste fuera de los escenarios, that you like, I'm not sure if you were still working on music or you were focusing on yourself. ¿Qué reflejaste? What type of reflection did you come across when you were off, the scene, the music scene?
I say that I had a moment, and it wasn't too long ago. I think I had a moment about 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was recent. So, yo paré de hacer música por tanto tiempo. La razón fue porque se terminó mi contrato con Rafi. Y this is my first time saying this, but there was a lot of stuff going on. And I can't get into details because I'm not ready to talk about that yet.
Of course.
But there was a lot of stuff going on. And for one, I was young. I didn't understand a lot. And I got to say this part in English because I wouldn't know how to say it in Spanish.
Go for it.
There was a lot of stuff going on. And when I left Rafi, I was working with my brother, which is a baseball player named Felipe Lopez. And he went his own way. He was going through some things in life. And, everybody kind of went like that, their own way, which left me there in the middle.
Yeah.
Como artista, yo pensé, okay, yo tengo una canción, Princesa Mía, una de las canciones más grandes de este momento. Entonces, para que yo saque otra canción, la canción obvio que tiene que salir con el mismo impact, with the same money invested, y con la radio y con todo. So, por tanto tiempo yo pensé así, that if my next release wasn't going to be big budget behind it, music video, radio, that I didn't want to put it out because I'd be wasting my time, because I'm a stock, and my stock is going like this. And if I dropped a song that didn't have big budgets behind it, it would just do this.
Yeah.
But
It's an investment.
Something interesting happened though because throughout that process I didn't want to put music out because I was thinking if I wasn't going to put big money behind it, then there's no reason to drop. And so my career started going like this, downhill, right? Because I'm a stock and it starts going down. But then music changed and Spotify came out and Apple Music. And instead of taking advantage of, oh, wow, let me just drop, what I did was I wasted a lot of time. Y perdí mucho fanático. I lost a lot of fans. Wow. And I lost the momentum. And, it was a learning curve. Nunca paré de hacer música because there's something that I just can't get away from. Pero aprendí mucho. Y ese momento como hace 2 años, like 2 years ago, llegó que I said, I'm just going to put music out. Like, what am I doing? Like, I fell in love with the art and fell in love with the business. And I wasn't supposed to. I was just supposed to be an artist.
Yeah.
And just put music out and do what I love. Now, I'm doing what I love. Without caring about the radio, without caring about the big budget videos. Forget it, because it's not about that anymore. It's about just giving my fans the music that they want and just not letting them down, thinking about the business. Because si vamos a empezar a competir con otros, nunca vamos a ganar. Yeah. Because I could go buy me this $10,000 chain, but this guy got the 20,000. Because I got a nice house on the lake, but this guy got a crazier house. I'm never going to win. So I stopped thinking about competing. I stopped thinking like that. And I started just doing it like Nike, just do it.
Yeah, and you know what? That's really huge for an artist to come out and say that, porque no un artista va a decir, yo, like, I wasted time. Algunos van a vacilar y van a decir, no, I was just taking a break. Like, you're being honest and you're opening up, and it's good porque esto también tiene que ver mucho con la salud mental, emotionally. And the music industry can take a toll on, on your mental health. And if you don't know who you are,
it does. And por ese tiempo, when I wasn't on the scene, I obviously mentally, I thought about a lot of stuff, because I stopped going out for a long time. Wow. Because for one, full transparency, like, you make money, you're doing shows, you're making money, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I knew that my career was going down, my stock, when the money started getting lower and lower, with the offers started coming in, like, yo, you want to perform? And it was lower and lower and lower and lower. And so, obviously, as an artist, every time we step out, and this is important, every time we step out, we got to look our best. So when I step out the house, I'm not wearing the same clothes that I wore yesterday. Yeah. Because as an artist, I have an image to maintain. So every time I step out the house, I'm spending money. And there came a time where I had to stop stepping out the house because we just spending money and we're not making nothing back. But the worst thing of all was going to concerts, going to all these concerts, because I always wanted to go say what's up to everybody. I always wanted to go see Arcángel and Zion Lennox and anybody that came from that, not that came from the time, but that was there for me during that time. I always show love every time. Like it was impossible. If you was in my city, if you in Orlando, you in Miami, I gotta go see you.
Yeah.
And the worst thing about it was seeing all the artists. Y todo el mundo me decía lo mismo. Everybody would just tell me the same thing. Yo, bro, you have way too much talent. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Todo el mundo me lo decía, bro. ¿Qué hace? ¿Qué estás haciendo? Tienes mucho talento, pero ¿qué estás haciendo? So I became that artist in the music industry that was the example of a lot of people have talent, but they're not doing nothing. And that was me. Everybody would look at me like talent, and I wouldn't do nothing. And while all my friends, it's like, yo, this person's here, yo. Let's go over there. Let's go to the club. And I'm like, I don't go to the club the same way as you. Because you're allowed to wear the same clothes as yesterday. I'm not, because I'm going to take a picture with them.
Yeah, 100%.
And you're not the one that feels, you know, the worst feeling is, yo, so what you doing, bro? What have you been doing? I don't know. You know, and it's like, I never wanted to be the guy that asks for a favor. Because every artist, todo me lo dijeron, everybody. El día que tú necesites algo, me avisa. Que estamos aquí porque tú eres mi hermanito, bro. Everybody. The day I need anything, they tell me, make sure that you use it the right way. So this day, I have not reached out to anybody because I was told to make sure I use it the right way. I don't want to look like the guy that came up off of features. That's not me. I want people to know Jalil. And so even coming back, yo regresando ahora, después de tanto tiempo, you know, maybe it wasn't going to be bachata. Maybe it was going to be something else. Y después tuve el momento, like, okay, vamos a sacar una canción después de tanto tiempo. My team had to say, it has to be bachata, Jalil. Nobody knows
Jalil out of bachata
from anything else. They know Jalil, the bachata artist. So that's why Yo Quiero el Amor was very important, because it was that comeback song.
Yeah.
It was that, okay, we have a lot of records here, but which one is the one that's going to give that feeling back of Jalil, the singer? And cuando Yo Quiero el Amor came out, I think one of the first people I saw was Rakim Kenway in Orlando. And first thing Kenway said was, Papi, la canción está durísima. And it was just a moment of, all right, estamos caminando in the right path.
Yeah.
You know? So
That's
I'm
amazing.
living a happy time right now. You know, I'm just doing what I want, not following the rules of what the music industry standards are. And I'm not competing, which is the best thing. I'm in my own lane. When you're in your own lane, you can't compete because I don't see nobody. I'm not looking to the right or to the left. I don't care.
Exactly. Your only competition is yourself. And that's what people need to realize at times, that's not your competition. That's not your competition. Everybody's different. Everybody has their own style. Your competition is yourself.
That's right.
De todos los artistas que you worked with, que te ayudaron a crecer, Rakim Kenway, Arcángel, Dela, what consejo stood out to you the most y de quién fue?
Tú sabes que de todo, el que da los consejos más cabrón es Arcángel.
Papá Arca.
Orlando too. I went to go see Arcángel. And I was trying to get backstage. I told my boy, let's go see Arcángel. But I had Omi's number, his manager. I had his number. I just didn't want to be that guy, though. I didn't want to reach out to them because, I don't.
Yeah, no, trust me, I get you. I'm the same way. I get you.
And so I'm at the bar, and Arcángel performs, and I told my boy, yo, I'm out. I'm not gonna call nobody. While I'm at the bar, somebody comes next to me like, necesito hielo. And I look to the right and it's Omi, Arcángel's manager.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, this is God, yo. I looked to the side, I said, yo, what's up, Omi? He was like, Jalil, what you doing? Papi, ven con nosotros, ven. And I went backstage. And I went to the room in the back. That day, Arcángel told me, yo, man, yo sé que la música, is hard. Music is hard, but you can't give up, dog. You got too much talent. And he just influenced, stop worrying about everybody else, And he told
Yeah.
me, he said, this is before he signed artists. He said, yo acabo de firmar un artista that reminds me of you, bro. You guys are different, but you guys are similar because you guys could sing. And, it was one of those, damn, man, everybody thinks I can sing, man. I really need to be out there. I really need to be doing music. And it was just that, like, yo, probably be out there if you don't have videos, big budget. You're only hurting yourself, man. And the conversation was so much deeper. I wish I could remember everything. We spoke for like an hour, though. We spoke for about an hour. And it was just
Wow.
like every time, it was just good. It was good. It was todos los consejos que me dieron todos los artistas is who I am today.
Wow. Now, fast forward to 2023, Billboard's Rising Artist. How did you feel? ¿Cómo te sentiste cuando escuchaste esa noticia? Espérate. Fuego.
There's a Drake song that says, you ask me how I feel as everything that I expected. Something like that. I'm not sure how it goes. I might got the lyrics wrong, but it just felt like I belong there. And I tell my publicists all the time when I go places, antes yo iba para los premios y yo me sentaba a ver a cantar y después I would be like, all right, I'm leaving. Porque me daba algo like, that should be me up there singing. Now, when I walk the red carpet and I go to these events that other artists are there, I belong there. I belong there.
Yeah.
Because es una cosa que tu publicista te traje y te ponga en estos lugares. But there's another one where when you get there, a lot of people showing you love.
Yeah.
So I belong there. And I felt good, to be featured on Billboard's, what? I feel good just doing this interview with you because I grew up listening to Mundos. I feel good. I feel good right now being with Mundos,
I love it. Okay, última pregunta, because, bro, this is a podcast. Esto no es ni entrevista anymore.
I'm telling you, I gotta go see you. I gotta go see you.
No, for real. Last question. With you working with Rick Ross y DJ Khaled, huge artists in the industry, hip hop market. Ahora que estás viendo los artistas Anglos trying to record with Latin artists, how do you feel? Like that's like the tables flipped like 100% porque era antes los artistas españoles querían con los artistas anglos. Now like no, we want to record with you.
Todas las cosas que yo hacía antes that they crucified me for. So how do I feel? Let me tell you, I feel like that's what's up,
I told you so.
Music is music. But when I was with Rafi, I remember when I was on tour with Rafi, he had not a publicist, I'm sorry, he had a stylist. And I was like, I don't really like the stylist. I don't like the style that they're dressing me in. I don't know who the stylist was. If you're watching this, if you ever get to watch this, that just wasn't my style. So I was kind of like a problem child a little bit to Rafi. He would tell you that if you ever ask him, that out of all the artists, I was the one that gave him the most problems, and I was the littlest artist. Like, why? I was just misunderstood because I come from an era of, I'm from up north, so my style of dressing is like, we had this style. So for me to go from that style to rocking Supras and shiny Supras and, you know, the PR stuff, you know, I'm so sorry. I, I didn't want to wear that. I was wearing like my Gucci stuff, my Louis Vuitton stuff, because I was already spoiled with the baseball player that I was
Yeah,
working with.
you a
So I
baller.
was
You a
already
baller.
yeah, I was already swagged up, and Rapi used to tell me, hay que bajarle, bro, because en este mercado tienes que ser humilde. And I was like, yo, but la humildad es la persona. It's not what I got on. But what he was trying to
Sí.
tell me was, what you got on is too flashy. Fast forward to now, everybody's flashy.
Those big ass chains with diamonds que no pueden ni aguantar.
Fast forward to now, everything is fashion.
Yeah.
And if I could tell Pina now, I'd just be like, dog. So I'm in DR one day in Santiago, and we about to perform at El Gran Arena del Cibao. We about to perform at this arena. And I'm talking to Zion, and Zion was like, yo, Jalil, ¿cómo tú te sientes, bro? Like, no, it was De La Ghetto. He said, ¿cómo te sientes, bro? Like, you got a song with Rick Ross. Ya tú lo lograste, bro. You already made it. Why are you with us for? We trying to get to that point.
Wow.
And I didn't think of it. Like, now I'm thinking of it, and it's like, yo, it's crazy. Like, I did that a while ago. Obviously wouldn't get credit for it because I'm nobody, but I did it a while ago.
That's huge,
So I feel
bro.
like, you know, that's what's up. You know, that's good. It's good to merge. You know, if I had a dream collaboration, now that Spanish and English merges, I would love to make a song with Justin Bieber,
Wow.
like a bachata, or you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like something cool like that. I would love that. That'd be a
That would
dream
be
come
super
true.
dope. No, pero se puede lograr. Anything you put your mind to, you can do it. So let's get that collab
Yeah,
with
100%.
Bieber.
I just think that I think he's stopped doing music. So that's the
Yeah.
only thing. I would say Chris Brown, but Prince Royce already did a bachata with Chris Brown, and Usher with Romeo. It's just like JB is like, whoa,
Yeah. Yeah. That
whoa.
would be amazing.
I feel like me and him
100%.
will get along, and we'll be good friends, dude, because I write a lot of English stuff. So I feel like I could write music for him too.
Bueno, you never know. You never know. You never know. Que los artistas a veces
Hmm.
se van y regresan. So let's just speak it out and God will make it work.
That's right. Amen.
Mira, Jalil, thank you so much for being here with us. Para la próxima, de verdad que lo hacemos en persona. Anything you want to let your fans know here in Mundos?
It's an honor to be here, Mundos. I want to let you know that. I want to thank Mundos for, for allowing me to bring myself on your platform. And para mis fanáticos, thank you for the support over the years. Gracias por el apoyo a través de todos los años. Y los quiero.
Bueno, guys, thank you so much for being here with us. Gracias por estar aquí con nosotros, aquí en Mundos Trap Rebelde Radio. Yo soy Ashley Smiles.
Yo soy Jalil Lopez.
Los amamos.